Is God real? Maybe at some point in your life you've wondered that yourself. Or perhaps you're having maybe a conversation with a friend who happens to be one of those hardline atheists and you're not even sure how to even begin talking with him about God. Someone once said that atheism is the belief that there was once absolutely nothing, and nothing happened to the nothing until the nothing magically exploded for no reason at all, creating everything and everywhere. And then a bunch of the exploded everything magically rearranged itself for no reason whatsoever into self-replicating bits, which then turned into dinosaurs. I want to spend the next few minutes sharing with you an observation that was made by Dr. Gerald Schroeder, who is a scientist from MIT with a doctorate in two fields, earth sciences as well as physics. And his observations about proving scientifically the existence of God, it's pretty impressive. He answers the question, how can a scientist really believe that there's something referred to as God, this metaphysical whatever, acting in the world or producing the world? Well, science has in fact discovered God, and allow me to show you what I mean. If you go on the web and you search for WMAP, it's the initials for a satellite, and it'll give you a scientific diagram that shows the development of the universe. I would look at this as a timeline of creation. And so this is a chart that is based on all the condensed knowledge of the scientific community and how the universe was created and how it got to where we are today. So we start with this sudden burst of energy at the extreme left side of the diagram, and you end up on the far end of the oval, and this oval shape is there to indicate expansion in all directions, because it would be impossible to show on just one screen the extent of how the universe has expanded. In order to create the universe, you had to have laws or a force governing the start or the sudden burst. That would be quantum physics and the laws of relativity. So now we have a set of forces. We call them the laws of nature. And they are, one, they're not physical. Secondly, they act on the physical. Thirdly, they created the physical from nothing. And fourthly, they predate the universe, which means that they predate our understanding of time. These are the scientific laws of nature needed in order for the universe to come into being, for the Big Bang to take place. Now, you take all of this, you put it all together, and it sounds really familiar. All of those four things I just mentioned is the biblical definition of God. Our God is, one, not physical. Secondly, our God acts on the physical. Thirdly, He created the physical from nothing. And fourthly, He predates the universe. He is eternal. According to a recent article by the Wall Street Journal, they said that science also proves that there had to be incredible fine-tuning required for the universe to even exist at all. Meaning that there had to be some intelligence needed to create this Big Bang. For example, astrophysicists now know that the values of the four foundational forces, gravity, electromagnetic force, and the strong and weak nuclear forces, had to be determined less than 1/1,000,000th of a second after the Big Bang. If you alter any one of those values, the universe could not exist. Now, you take that parameter and you multiply it by all the other necessary conditions, and the odds against the universe existing are so heart-stoppingly astronomical that the notion that it just happened defies common sense. It would be like tossing a coin and having it come up heads 10 quintillion times in a row. Oxford professor Dr. John Lennox has said, the more we get to know about our universe, the more the hypothesis that there is a creator gains in credibility as the best explanation of why we are here.